Nobody else could really see it unless like somebody from the group posts it.
Hey, you guys, welcome to Project Dropout.
Transitioning in.
I'm Dwight right here. We got Dominic, we got Tristan, and right now we're talking about Twitter's stupid fucking spaces shit, bro.
Oh, I didn't hear the Twitter. I don't know about that.
Oh, what are we talking?
Apparently talked about that they're thinking about having a charge to use Twitter. Like, do you pay a subscription?
I only heard a little bit. It's like an edit thing, no?
I don't know the exact
It's called super follows, no?
details of it. Oh. I think there's a charge thing people were talking about.
It's like OnlyFans type shit.
And people were saying like,
that's the channel.
So let's hope that Twitter implements it or something like that, so we can all just abandon the platform and let it die or some shit like that.
Well, I'm not like I didn't read up on it. I just heard about it, and I heard it was called super follows, and I heard it's like they get exclusive posts, but you have to like buy into it. Like an OnlyFans type shit.
Fuck, do you watch Instagram start doing that shit too?
Yeah, bro. It sounds. I don't know. It sounds like a big ass company monopolizing over like little company. Like even with Clubhouse and shit, so Twitter created their own thing called Spaces.
Yeah.
So it's like you could have like audio chat rooms and shit. But I mean, is Clubhouse the first one to do that though? Audio chat rooms.
It's not the first, but it's the most popular to do it.
I mean, technically speaking, they've had that shit since like the 90s.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's obviously not the first like chat house.
Like you can just go into a room and talk to people with a mic.
Yeah. What's so fucking special about Clubhouse?
They had a chat house on like Internet Explorer when it first came up on the dial-up internet and all that. Like,
the reason that Clubhouse is popping is because it requires an invite, so it has the illusion of exclusivity.
Oh yeah. So like literally the way it starts is somebody opens a room, usually a big namer influencer, then they invite one. And then it soon escalates that he invites his influencer friend, who invites his influencer friend, who invites his celebrity and all that. All you need is one celebrity to be in it, and like who the fuck's not gonna join?
Bro, the ones that we've been hearing, like we've heard like some chakra ones. I've heard a lot of foreign ones.
Dude, there's so fucking many like Asian and like Arabic.
Yeah, it's
weird. I'm like, okay, well, it's not really for me. I'll speak.
I'll speak the language.
Those are the more common ones. The more secretive ones are like with actual celebrities, like fucking rappers, fucking NBA players that just talk mad shit to each other.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah. Because they just literally start a chat room and then they'll be like, dude, this dude boof, look at his fucking shot. And then they'll get that dude in the room and then they'll start talking smack. And it's not like in any harm.
Yeah, it's all fun to play until somebody, somebody really.
But yeah, it's literally just not big names, but like celebrity names. Like
I wouldn't invite you, Dominic, but you can't use it on Android.
Oh fuck, man, that's gay.
Yeah, so I was gonna send you a code.
It's an excuse. He's really just he doesn't want to invite you.
I was like, don't you have Android? But I forgot.
No,
that's basically his way of saying fuck you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
For real, dude, you're not popular enough. Your follower count's not high enough.
Get in, dude. Exactly.
When I got the fucking invite from my brother, I thought I was like, oh, I'm special. What the fuck? This is dope. I'm invited to the like exclusive app that nobody knows about yet. But nah, that's not true. I mean, Elon Musk was on it, and so. Yeah.
Oh, he was on Clubhouse?
Yeah, he's on Clubhouse. That's how I knew about it, because he had an interview there where
I think I heard about that earlier.
Yeah, so that fucking interview was done. They're like asking him like, so like, what type of like TV shows does Elon Musk like to watch? I don't watch TV. I'm like really fucking busy. Oh, what's your favorite book? I used to like read this one Benjamin Franklin book. That shit was cool. But I don't do too much reading either.
Yeah, I saw this interview with this I think it's like Jake Gyllenhaal and who's the other guy's name?
On Clubhouse?
No, not Clubhouse. But the lady just asked him some stupid ass question, like,
just dumb.
They asked him like, so like, is it really good to like be like shoot a space film because you're always wearing like pajamas basically? And they like looked at each other like this fucking stupid bitch, and they started going like they went on like a 10-minute rant about how good wearing pajamas is, all day, just like fuck with her.
Oh no, or the fucking dude who got roasted by Scarlett Johansson. He was like, oh, do you have underwear under your suit? She was like, what the fuck? And she just made him feel like super awkward. Cause she's like, "Why the fuck are you asking me that? Like, why do you want to know? Do you want to see?" And he was just like, "Oh wait, no, I was just asking." I was like, "Dude, you're so fucking stupid. Why would you ever ask that?"
Look, if Scarlett Johansson asked me, "Do you want to see?" I would say, "Yes, please." Okay.
Oh, that's nicely.
I wouldn't ask you like that, just frontally, but if you're offering me,
bro, I would sniff a fart.
Oh no, you should be like, oh shit, I wouldn't have said that, but fuck it, go ahead.
Damn, you're coming on to me like that. Yeah. Shit. All right.
Damn, you're real. What do you call it? You're a shooter.
Shoot, dog.
What a freak. Yeah.
Yeah, but back to the Clubhouse shit. I guess it's whack. I mean, I'm just saying that Twitter's just out here like being a little bitch. I don't know, just. Just,
Like Twitter wants to monopolize social media.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Twitter
like,
tries so much shit that never works out that at this point I'm pretty sure they're just like willing to try anything. Like they're just like somebody just make an idea. If it doesn't work, fucking we've had plenty of other ideas that didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, what else are they?
But they
done?
still survive somehow. I don't think Twitter will ever go.
Like,
I know Twitter has stories, huh? But nobody even uses that shit.
Yeah, 'cause it's
they
fucking
have
stupid.
stories. They have fucking exclusive follow
Because
pages.
like, why bother doing Twitter stories when Instagram already gave you that like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
It's Snapchat now.
So why would you bother doing stories on Twitter now?
Why the fuck is Snapchat relevant, right? If Instagram does the same.
Snapchat's
thing.
just relevant for fucking. Let's be honest.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't use Snapchat for anything.
Yeah,
I
I
just
use
have
Snapchat.
my phone.
It's literally
Yeah.
just for fucking and or hitting up girls, like trying to be like, oh, just give me your snap. And
What
then
up,
we'll snap.
shoddy?
Yeah. It used to be IG, but I guess IG got popularized.
You ever hit up a girl like that? What up, shorty?
On Snapchat? No, I don't have Snapchat.
You never called it shorty?
Like,
You never
okay,
hit a
that's one
shorty?
thing I'm
No, I
talking
do
about
like
Twitter
cruising on
though.
the street.
Yeah.
Twitter has for some reason does this thing where like people will post stuff that is like pro pedophilia or pro
Oh, we
like,
talked about this one, yeah.
yeah,
Wait,
Yeah, we did.
or like or people have multiple accounts where they just like literally just show child porn on their like,
What the
account
fuck?
and it doesn't get taken down.
I knew about the beheadings and all that, but I never knew about the job.
You know why? Because pedophiles are minorities.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no, because fucking someone made like a meme,
Pedophiles
right?
have rights too.
They made a that's literally what they're saying. It says
Oh,
there's like a
God.
gender identity if you want to fuck kids.
Oh my
So-
god.
They were saying, someone made this meme of all these accounts saying like, oh, pedophilia is not a gender or something like a not sexual identity. You can't like fuck kids. Like it kept showing them like, oh, they got banned. Like each of these people kept saying like, speaking out against pedophilia kept getting banned because it's hate.
Like, what were they saying? They're just like,
They're
this is
just-
fucking gross.
Yeah, like what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, but all the people got banned and
This is
shit.
hate speech.
It was funny as
That's
fuck.
what it is.
But yeah, like they have like
Bro,
all
what
this shit.
does Twitter not have, man? They have so much shit.
They have so much shit. Hey, Twitter.
I've seen leaked OnlyFans on Twitter, leaked fucking Reddit, Patreon, and all
Oh.
that shit. I've seen beheadings.
I forgot about this
I
shit.
know.
We didn't record a podcast last week. Went on a little hiatus, you know.
Oh yeah.
But
We was busy fucking bitches.
yeah, exactly. I went up to fucking Malibu, the whole thing.
the whole thing, the whole 9 yards.
I took the Lambo and a Malibu cruise.
So I watched this whole video series about
Transition or what?
Yeah, transition.
Okay, transition.
This whole
You gotta say that now because we
Transition.
jump around.
It's
and shit.
segue, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, we
segue.
gotta be pods. We gotta be potters.
Segue, go with your
Segue.
story. I know you want to get it off your chest.
Yeah, exactly. I watched this whole video series. I have to look the guy up who made the series, but he basically talked about these group of guys that have a podcast and they also have a very active Twitter accounts that try to claim that fucking animals is a sexual identity. So
Let's debate this.
yeah, so they're calling themselves zoophiles.
Okay, I'm probably gonna sound really stupid, but can you get pregnant from like an animal?
No, you
No.
can't.
Okay.
It's impossible.
Your chromosomes wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these people are zoophiles, right? And they claim that
No, what?
it's called
Zoophiles?
zoophile, yeah. And
That's
so
funny.
yeah,
They're too lazy. They're like, I just took you out pedal put zoo.
yeah, exactly. So these people claim that an animal can consent to sex, even though animals can't fucking speak. So
I can just picture a dog being like, bark. There you have it. Bro, he's,
need I say
bro.
more?
he just, bro, what more?
What else?
Bark.
Or
Bro, that-
Why is there a question mark in your fucking head? Like,
My
These
man's
people-
consented.
they claim that like animals are like their sexual partners. So these people will have like a farm, and
every
they'll
time my
have,
dog looks at you, he wants to fuck you.
yeah. I can look at his eyes and just tell,
Bro, he humping my leg. Dog. He want to fuck.
I say this all with my dog on my lap and shit. You know?
But these people have like farms, right? And it's like they have like a whole community of like people you can find and connect with, where you can go to their farm and fuck animals.
Oh my god.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. So they have a whole
Oh my
system
god.
set up.
And that's legal?
Bro, this
No,
is,
it's illegal. There's
Okay.
3 states in the United States that fucking animals is not illegal because it's really not a problem. They haven't had a problem with it, so they never made it a law.
oh, because okay. I think
Wait,
this is really
so
not a
it
problem.
is legal?
It's legal in 3 states.
Because
Jesus
it's not much of a problem,
Christ.
right?
Yes,
But
but
still, it shouldn't have to be a problem for you to be like, alright, you know what? It should be like right off the bat.
well, I mean,
Well, bestiality isn't great, right? So
Like,
let's just
look,
cut that one out.
you're not gonna
Yeah,
wait
but-
till somebody fucks a cow and be
Yeah.
like, alright,
the
you
thing
know
that
what?
I
Just cut
I
that
can
out.
see where they're coming from is like why would someone even think of that? Therefore, we won't even put it in
I
law.
think it's embedded in
I mean, how do we
society's
get
head
milk?
already.
Somebody had to, Like that's not just basic human instinct to be like, oh, let me walk.
Yeah,
this
what
cow
I'm
and
saying
just
is that
stay.
no one like a normal person isn't like, oh yeah, someone's gonna fuck a horse on the ass.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make that law.
Bro, some people just want the girth, man.
But so remember that? Okay, so this video, right, where the guy gets fucked by a horse.
Yeah.
You remember that? Right?
It's just the sounds, dude. Oh, I was like, God damn.
That guy, right? He died.
From
The horse going through his, it went into his organs and penetrated his organs with his cock.
It went into his soul and his soul left his body.
Yeah.
That fool went to heaven.
And so his organs got penetrated and he bled out.
Jesus Christ.
And so one of those states where it made it was legal to fuck
man.
animals there. It was legal to. They made it illegal after that. And also they were pursuing a case against these guys, right? So they got fucked by the horse.
How the fuck does that even go down, bro? You know, it'd be crazy to get fucked by a horse.
They're fucking down.
Well, I think because they're down. Yeah, they're just down with it.
But
Like,
who the fuck is down? Like, I'm down to jump off a bridge into a lake, but
how do they look
it
at
has
dick?
to be a line.
They look at hung dick.
So
and they're
apparently,
like,
based on the evidence, the testimonies people gave, someone got fucked by a horse before him, and they were fine. And so the next person went and got fucked by a horse, but he got hurt.
got hurt real bad.
And so they dumped.
That's a 50 Cent line. He got hit like I got hit, but he didn't breathe.
Yeah, exactly. It's worth of 50. It's worth of 50. You know. So he got fucked up, and they dropped him at the hospital.
Oh god, dude.
And just left him there, and he died. So they blamed them or whatever. But
Does the horse get tried?
no, the people.
Imagine taking a horse to court.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's like,
The whole thing is,
man.
this whole information of the Zoophiles shit, right? I'll come back to this guy. I forget his fucking name. I probably should
Just
be
call
like
him Dan. He sounds like
yeah, or whatever.
some shit Dan Brazilian would
Dan,
do.
right? My man Dan.
I'm Danny B.
He used to be a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
My man Dan.
Danny B.
But he lost his job because of fraud and shit. But that comes later. Before that happened,
Sounds like Danny B.
he got exposed for fucking dogs, and so everyone.
He fucked the dog, or
Yeah,
the dog
he fucked dogs.
Oh god.
So, yeah. Okay, the guy who made the video is called Toad McKinley, so I can check him out. I guess you can watch the whole series and
Yeah,
shit.
if you guys want to see fucking bestiality. In real
Jesus.
Well, this whole guy's life, he basically covers his life until he dies.
Oh, this is a YouTuber talking
Yeah.
about. Okay.
Yes. So
This is legal content then.
this is
right?
legal content, yes. And
But didn't he have to watch illegal content to make this legal content?
no, he just read files and stuff. Yeah, I don't think he watched them fuck animals or whatever.
I doubt it.
'Cause it's just like PD files and stuff of doing reports.
Humans get curious. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Apparently he saw. I mean, I'll get to that when I get to that.
Okay.
Anyways, so this guy, he's like everyone's like grossed out by him because he fucked animals, and his wife decided not to leave him. He's a millionaire, right? She was like, okay, I'll stick with that, whatever. But I'm taking the kids moving to a different house. You live by a house by yourself. And he's like,
Okay,
okay.
that's fair. I was gonna say,
Fine.
did she really just like, Bill, when you're done?
Make sure you take out the trash.
Yeah. And then he got exposed for fraud and lost all of his money, and so she left his ass.
Damn.
And so he went to Canada to escape his debts, and he became a cocaine trafficker, right? And so he got arrested one time with $35,000 worth of cocaine on him or something
Damn.
when he was transporting it. And so he went to prison, and then now he was back in the States, and he somehow got out off of that somehow. Like he didn't get in trouble. I think he snitched people out. He didn't get in trouble. And he was in the States again. He started fucking animals. You know?
Jesus.
He got himself a little farm.
Can't leave the life.
See, kids, that's why you don't do cocaine. It's a gateway drug to fucking
The
animals.
gateway drug to fucking animals. He got a farm, and it had like horses and dogs there and shit, right?
Yeah.
And so when there's that guy I was telling you about that got in trouble, right? Because he's one of the guys that got fucked by a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. He started writing to him and telling him, because he's a very smart guy, so he wanted to represent him in court. And so he was also a guy that fucks animals, and so he's sending letters to this guy telling him like, oh yeah, I get it, I fuck animals too. And he's on probation.
How the fuck does that even happen? Like,
How do like two animal fuckers connect and then?
God, just like
And then they
almost
fuck?
fucking Tiger King shit.
Yeah. So
Times 10.
the police, right, they read through these letters and they're like, what the fuck is this shit? And they send it to his probation officer. and in that state he's living, it's illegal to fuck animals, and so he lets the cops know, so they go raid his fucking farm.
He's right there fucking animals.
Yeah, they don't catch him fucking
Catch
animals.
him
Yeah, they catch him in the middle of it.
Oh shit! I thought this was America.
Excuse me.
God damn, bro.
They raid his house, and they find the dogs and the fucking horses and shit. And so he gets charged on animal abuse because the dogs and horses all have like lube
They
on
said
them.
they didn't consent. They went bark.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, you know what, you're right. He just said he didn't consent. You're going to jail,
You're going
buddy.
to jail, buddy.
It's all rape.
Imagine
That's a
being,
rape
imagine
charge.
being his neighbor. Like, you probably think this is just a normal dude. Oh, look at that. He loves his animals. What a great guy.
But also
But
part of it
behind
was
that
that
barn, goddamn.
one of his neighbor's dogs went missing.
Oh, God.
Oh wow.
Not the neighbor's dog.
Yeah, neighbor's dog went missing, and they were like, "What the fuck? Like, where'd my dog go?" And so they called the police about that too, and that got back to his probation officer as well. And this guy has a fucking history of fucking animals. Yeah, maybe he might have taken a dog.
Yeah.
And anyways, they found the animals and shit, and they all had lube on them.
That's great.
How the fuck does, like, you even get that, like, want? Like, what the fuck? Is that
Bro,
like
it's
a...
so far out of our
like a-
reality. I don't know how
Yeah,
we would
how
answer
we
this
even
question.
answer that
bro.
question.
Like, is that, like, him, like, something wrong with him in the head? Or like,
Yeah, it must be. I wouldn't say it's normal, right?
They also found like I don't know if it was a rat or a gerbil or something, but
Oh,
it was
God.
completely covered in like had lube all over.
What fetish do you have, man?
Probably latex. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, there you go. That's probably he sees
Okay.
animals
that's
as like
probably like my furthest.
sexy
Like borderline
latex.
dominatrix, but not like dominatrix.
Cock and ball torture.
Not being
CBT.
dominated.
well, cock and balls. Yeah.
No, not that far. Not that far.
Step on your balls with heels and shit.
I like a little schoolgirl action. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can see that.
Little police officer. She pulls me over. You know what I mean? She wants to cop a feel.
Just some roleplay shit or what?
Role playing ain't bad. It sounds hot. You know?
Yeah.
But
I can see that, yeah.
nothing crazy though. I ain't trying to do no fucking like spank me. Type
But even
shit.
then, that's more of like an
or put
an
candle,
urge just to
candle wax in my
to-
ass.
what is it, recreate, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, how the fuck do you go from that to like, oh I want a fucking dog?
Yeah, the fetish
a
is
horse,
weird.
like-
I think the risk is, I don't know. I guess because it's naughty.
But that's what's crazy to them. To him, it's probably not even a risk. It's just like normal.
yeah.
Well, I mean, they
That's
know
just
it's
fucking
illegal.
insane.
They actively go out of their way to
Well, yeah,
find a way
but
to dodge it.
but to him, it's not wrong in the head. Like it's like stealing is illegal. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it.
Well, these fucking. I mean, I don't think it helps that like they have literal websites where, like I said, you could find farms to go fuck animals on, or there's like communities of other people like to fuck animals. So it's like other people reinforcing your idea.
So if you look it up in a state that it's illegal, is that illegal?
I mean, I'm sure if the government found out, probably they probably. I don't know if it's illegal for you to look it up in general, but they probably start looking into you.
Because like, how does that work? Like, so you would have to go to that state and then look it up or whatever. Like,
Because the way I think, from what I understand, what the guy talked about in the video is that he's saying like it did a website, right, and tell you about these farms, what animals they have on the farms, and then you can send emails to that person and set up like paying them to come visit the farm so you can fuck their animals.
Jesus fucking Christ, Tiger King on crack here, man.
It's on that one South Park episode with like PETA. You know, like PETA are like animal lovers.
Oh, is it the whale one?
No, it's the
Oh.
one where like PETA's like going around like talking about like, oh, you shouldn't be wearing like animals or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like Stan fucking goes into PETA's little camp, and like they love animals so much that they're fucking them, and like
Jesus.
they have like animal like half human half bird kids and shit.
Side note, did you hear how PETA was apparently getting a lot of dogs killed and kidnapped?
I heard about killing. I don't know about kidnapped though.
Yeah, that they would try to kidnap dogs and shit
Holy
because they thought they were being threatened.
Well, PETA kills more animals every year than
Yeah.
other,
That's
just
what I heard,
by
yeah.
euthanization.
And then I just heard that they've had a bunch of kidnapping stuff. Even like a big case where
Yeah,
they denied
dude.
one.
But they're
But then they
trying to
got caught on
protect
camera.
other dogs. You know what I mean? They kill these dogs, so
Bro,
these other
stick
dogs
to the
have a
fishes
better
and whales, man.
Hey, moving forward with this guy.
Oh, yeah, anyway, back on topic.
Yeah. So this guy, he got arrested. He went to prison, right? He
Yeah.
comes back out. He gets connected with some other zoophiles. They decide, you know what, dude? We're tired of being discriminated against. This is our sexual orientation, like to fuck animals in the asshole. I don't see what's the problem.
I like to fuck.
Are furries considered zoophiles?
They have like a weird animal thing, but human animals, no? Like they like.
Well, they dress like animals, but the thing is,
they're like a human ass.
that person who has that podcast does claim that he invented like multiple furry conventions,
Zooey.
and he's met other zoophiles just openly talking about fucking animals at those conventions. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but yeah.
So these Zoophiles get together to make a Zoophile dream team, right? Then what happens?
Yeah, they make a podcast about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, the Zoophile people made a podcast?
Yeah, it's on YouTube right now. You can watch it on YouTube
It's called
right
the
now.
Zoocast?
I forget what the fuck it's called. I'll probably tell it to you.
I can imagine.
Second.
So I was behind this dog, right? And this
No,
motherfucker.
literally in the podcast they talk about them fucking animals.
Jesus.
And they talk about the best way to not get caught while like trying to fuck someone else's animal.
Oh my god, dude.
Is it podcast Zoophile?
No, it's not. It's
Why
not
are
what
you
it's
stitching
called.
this up on your... You're gonna get raided by the FBI.
So, okay, they create this podcast and then... They create this podcast.
I think you're
and
spelling
then
it
what?
wrong. I think it's spelled like pedophile, where it's like PH.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he talks about it in the video. Oh, it's zooier than now.
Oh god.
Ew, so they're even more
That's
of a Zoophile
disgusting,
than they were
bro.
before? Or what does that even
I don't
mean?
know.
Zooier than now?
But like they
Oh,
literally
look at that one.
How do you
That
even
one's
spell it?
popular. Look at that.
ZOOIER.
299,000 views. Animal lovers.
So IER,
They're like Z-O what?
IER right now, and then now.
Oh, let me read the description.
Then Dow?
Yeah,
Kiwi Farms?
just do that and then and then just get rid of the kiwi farm.
Oh god.
So these
That's
guys?
that's the zooier than now, like the actual channel.
Yeah.
Go on there and there's the podcast is on there.
Oh, yeah, the June bug in your room, bro.
What the fuck? Look at a what?
June bug in your room.
Oh, shit, is that bad? What is a June bug?
It's right there. Oh, we left.
They're like fucking...
Oh god, bro.
Dog
Why is a rat?
But their channel
A mouse.
has been deleted multiple times and they just go out of their way to put it back up again. They create another channel, put the videos back up.
Oh, that's so disgusting, dude.
So what did they... Okay, what did they talk about, man?
Like I just told him, they talked about their stories of fucking animals and talk about what's the easiest and best way not to get caught when fucking animals. And they also
How
make, like
many
I said,
views are they getting? Okay, it's not that much. That's still a lot, though.
a lot of those are
damn.
coming from the YouTube videos that guy made.
We're gonna name this episode Zoo Pride.
Bro, we're gonna get fucking we're not demonetized, fucking banned.
So a lot of the views are coming from the YouTube channel talking about it because he
Oh,
later
yeah,
told
you
people.
can see the spike.
Oh
Yeah.
Because it went from
81
80
views.
to 60 to like, and then when you go to like the last 5 videos, they had like already like 500 average.
Because they have like people, they even bring other people on, like guest on, right? And the guy who's actual like the host of the show, like the main part of the story. I keep forgetting his fucking name, but the guy we called Dan at the beginning.
Yeah.
But they can get away with this because it's legal in their state, huh?
I don't know. Also, I think that because it's just audio, right? You can't prove what they're saying, so you can't prosecute them.
That's some bullshit, man.
It's like if I want the podcast right now and said I killed 15 people in Arizona on June 15th to whatever December, so no one could prosecute me on that because it's just me making a claim. There's no proof about it. But anyways, so this guy the guy like one of the main guys, he talked about when he was a kid, like how he became a zoophile. It's that when he was a kid, he would sneak over to his neighbor's house and fuck their dog.
You wouldn't sneak over to go fuck, girl. You would go sneak.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
You know
This
what I
dude was doing it from like, this kid was a young Michael Myers.
You know,
Jesus.
like people go around to like their old girlfriend's house and they threw the little rocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they threw that little dog house. They threw the rocks.
God. He told me. God damn.
Yeah, so he'd fuck his neighbor's dog, and in one of the podcasts they were talking about this guy was talking about that he had like I don't know if it was an Olympic horse or like some kind of award-winning horse at his place, because he's a stable master, like he takes care of horses for people,
Okay.
and he fucked their horse.
How the fuck do you... I don't even want to ask, but how the fuck do you fuck a horse, dude?
I would assume your dick's too small for them to even feel it.
How does that even happen, dude? Like
A human penis is probably too small for them to
Jesus Christ. Imagine getting your horse back and just being like, why is it so weird, dude?
Well,
Bro,
something they were talking
your
about.
horse just got
That's a
fucked.
legitimate question.
Yeah.
Why is he so weird?
Like your horse just got fucked. Like what the hell, man?
Well, of course, people don't know about it, right? Because why would you like
Your
put
horse's eyes just look different.
Yes. No, so this is the thing they're talking about the dogs, right?
The horse is walking sideways.
They were saying that the dogs legitimately have like
God.
they get fucked up in the head for being fucked. Like they get really aggressive at the point they have to get put down.
Well, I mean, male
It's
dogs
disgusting.
aren't supposed to be fucked, so I would imagine.
Yeah, so the dogs are having to be put down because they get really, really aggressive towards humans because they don't trust them.
Oh, that's sad, actually.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
So the people gotta rotate their dogs out once they get a little too crazy.
Now I don't feel so bad about Michael Vick.
Oh my
He looks like an angel.
What the fuck was Michael Vick doing? He's just doing cockfights?
Now he's doing dog fights.
Dog fights. I think he's
And
doing cockfights.
then whenever the dog died, he just dumped it in a pool.
Holy shit. That's fucked up.
But yeah, so they would do that kind of shit. And also that guy also, apparently, he says that he's against abusing animals and stuff, but there's evidence of him beating dogs and shit, like fucking them up, like killing them. So
yeah,
That's
not
fucking
much.
Tiger King, bro.
Not really.
That's literally Tiger King. I love tigers.
Yeah,
I will never hurt him.
He
And then
fucking shoots
fucking,
them.
bah.
the difference is though, when he shot them, they were sick or whatever.
No.
Did he? I thought
He shot him just because he couldn't keep up with
Remember
them.
one guy?
It was-
Oh yeah, I
it
remember
was
that.
too much-
Yeah, it was like the
It's too
beginning.
much upkeep.
At the
to
beginning is
maintain.
when they were sick, and then when I got further on, they could afford to
Yeah, they
keep them.
couldn't
started
feed
shooting
him. They started feeding him
Got
fucking
it.
nasty ass shit.
Gotcha. But yeah, this guy, the end of his story is that he died from cancer.
He's the guy on the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they don't make new videos, man, right?
I don't know. I don't know if they're still
4
going.
weeks ago, so. He
I mean, that's recent. He died a while ago,
Oh, okay. So I guess they got a new host.
I guess.
Oh god.
But yeah, that guy fucking died of cancer. And the YouTuber that was doing the series actually covered the fact of like, I actually like called the police department where he lived and like asked them like, did this guy by this name die? And they were like, yeah, he's dead. So he double checked to make sure he was dead. And he's like, that's the one good thing we take away from the story. He's fucking dead.
Well, but he has friends that are doing
Also,
the
put
same.
like
Is this shit illegal in other countries or is it actually normal?
I've heard that in the Middle East, they like to fuck goats.
This is what I heard, though. This is
I
all
mean-
Cause
hearsay.
there's like a thing.
I've actually been to the Middle East.
No, I haven't been in the Middle East. U.S. military guys make jokes about them calling them goat fuckers
Okay.
because there's even I've seen UAV footage of this guy. You just see a guy standing behind a goat. And you can't see any detail, but you just see a silhouette of a guy on a goat and just fucking the goat.
Scanning air for hostiles. Except we got one tango and a what is that a go? Oh god.
Just have a mental dude fight.
I'm like a new Mia Khalifa, you know what I mean?
But yeah.
Like a goat star. Oh, yeah.
God, I know Russians probably like fuck bears and shit. Them having asses.
You know, I don't think they fuck bears.
Nah, they do, bro. That's how Khabib was made.
That's he beat that bear and then he fucked the bear after.
Yeah, he said, "You are not my beach."
Yeah, exactly.
But I've been watching a lot of content like this recently about
That's
these people.
fucked, dude. I don't
Not Zoophiles, they do just like really weird people that like it's kind of like just they do strange things.
Like Christian Weston Chandler and shit.
Yeah. That's like way too long of a story to even get into at all. But I've been like, okay, we're gonna talk about it for this much time on this podcast, and the next episode we'll do it again.
We
Like,
do
I was like,
Christian Weston Chandler.
we'll do the weekly Christian segment. Yeah.
So we do like news here. We do like a bunch of weird shit here. You know what I mean? We do a lot here.
Another thing I want to talk about. This is gonna be another long-winded explanation.
I mean, fuck it. I mean, we got time. We're at 30, almost 30. So let's go.
Okay. So this guy, right? He was like on a board, like a Reddit board, I think, and he would tell people about how he wants to like how he was being hunted by the CIA, and then people were trying to kill him and shit. And then people kept telling him like, okay, like just get help. You know, obviously he has some kind of mental problem. And then he said that, guys, I'm going to Libya during the Civil War. And people were telling him like, what are you talking about? Like, what?
Wait, he has mental health.
Yeah,
issues?
mental health
Like what he
issues.
specifically did. Like,
Well, he's talking about how everyone's after him. Like he's like schizophrenic or some shit.
okay.
Like he's saying like, oh, you know, the CIA is trying to kill me.
Was
Oh, like that dude from Beautiful Minds.
Yeah, kind of.
Wait, is he? No, he fucking thinks that fucking.
He's
He was
an
a
agent.
secret agent and he was getting hunted down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, none of that shit was real.
I know it was all fake. His
Mhm.
wife was hot in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jennifer
his
Connelly,
fucking
she's-
student.
Yeah, she was hot. All right, but I was gonna
Yeah,
ask.
back on topic.
No, I was gonna ask. Isn't that called something when we talking about that whole mental issue? Isn't it like a? It's like a. It has a name. I thought you knew the name. You
I
don't know
think
the
I
name?
know. What
Oh
you're
no,
talking about.
I was talking about gang stalkers or whatever.
Oh, that's what I was
But that's
saying.
just like that's not like a symptom or something. That's
No, I
just
thought
like
that's it.
that's not what it is. No,
Oh, okay.
it's just the name that they made up.
Okay.
It's like, oh, you're getting gang stalked.
You mean? For sure.
Uh,
So
but
back
it-
to
it
this
just-
guy.
it requires schizophrenia basically to even have that in your head.
So he's a schizophrenic and he goes out to Libya.
Yeah, he goes to Libya and he survives the entire war. He records himself there. Apparently, he killed people there.
Hey, what war was this one?
There's a civil war between Libyan rebels and Libyan government.
And where was this one?
Who
won, when, how?
I mean, obviously it was in Libya. I can't remember what year it was though. But the whole point is everyone thought he was gonna die. He also claimed that he was like a 100% certified medic. If people asked him how he knew that, and he said he learned from YouTube.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100% certified. That's about the one shit fucking Hangover, and he gives himself a fucking shot. He's like, "Don't you have to be certified to do that?" Yeah, or some shit like that. Oh no, don't you have to be a nurse to do that? He's like, "Yeah, I am a nurse. I'm just not certified."
Yeah, but anyway, so there's like stories like because he met other reporters because he wanted to be like a war journalist.
Yeah.
And so he met other reporters and shit, and they were saying that like other reporters like actually had like watched him. Like someone gave someone a tourniquet, and he walked up to that tourniquet, took it off, and replaced it with one of his own, and so it was better. But yeah, he survived that whole Libyan war shit. Came back to the United States.
So he's kind of a G, I guess, right? Because he didn't die.
I mean, he could just be lying about killing people and shit, but obviously there is footage of him walking around with the rebels and like talking with them, sharing drinks with them, and hanging out with them.
That's wild. Okay.
But yeah, so he came back to the United States, but he's in like a real lot of debt. But he like, whatever, fuck it, I'm gonna put myself in more debt, and now I'm gonna go to Syria. Because he wants to go to the Syrian civil war. And so, he loaded himself up, went to Syria. He put out journal entries, after, he came back to the U.S. The thing is that when he went there, he disappeared for like years, and people assumed he got fucking killed. But actually, he got captured in the border and was put in a camp, like a prison camp, for like years, and then he got released.
Okay, I thought you said yeah, and then he died.
Yeah, no, he got out. But people were asking him like, what the fuck happened? So he released these journals and shit, right? And he was talking about how basically it was like really shady shit when he was over there. Like like everyone was really like, weird.
Yeah.
And the one guy that he met who agreed to like deliver him to Syria, was just like really nice and like speaks full English, and he's saying like, oh, you know, he kept doing weird shit. Like he showed me like a passport book, and so like he had all these stamps on the passport and stuff like that. Like, I didn't know why he showed me that. And then while we were like the day before we went on our trip, he took me out to eat a meal and he paid for everything. We had a huge lavish meal.
Oh shit, lovely. He's trying to fuck him.
And then the guy drove him out there. He got to the border point, and the guys walked up to the car. And the guy who drove him there jumped out of the car and just started fucking booking it. Oh, and then the guys just started grabbing him and pulling him out of the car. And so he was just sitting there in the middle. He said he just sat there in the middle of the seat because there's people next to him on both sides. He couldn't even move. So he just waited to get grabbed. So, yeah, it's kind of rough, you know. But he got taken.
So that's how he got caught as a prisoner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, that guy that he paid to take him there sold him out to people who get taken.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So he's like, oh, it's a little too nice, but I guess saying he kind of knew why, right?
Yeah, he's a little too nice, but he couldn't find anyone else to take him to the border. Like, everyone kept saying no.
Okay, so he's like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, he's the only guy he could find. So, yeah, he ended up in prison and basically got tortured and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he got fucked up, and then he just made it back to the U.S.
And then what happened to him?
No one knows. He just stopped posting.
Oh.
Yeah, he came back, started making those journal entries. He only made 2, and then he just never posted anything else about his experience again.
Must have been fucking rough. I mean, when you're a prisoner of war, I don't know how they do it over there in Syria. So.
Well, it's not like a real army. It's kind of like terrorists.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it's worse, no? Because like I feel like they would just like do some real raunchy shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, probably.
Electronic nipples type shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like nipple clamp shit, or like when you put on your balls.
Yeah. Torture, more like pleasure.
Yeah. He's like, oh fuck yeah.
Oh, it's fucking lit in here.
Slap me as hard as you can.
Ooh, what's popping?
Starts just busting fucking fat loads every torture and shit.
Oh shit.
No, yeah, I doubt that.
He's just fucking crying and dying and shit.
Man, he just stopped posting, so no one knows what happened to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he's dead, but it's cool. You know what I mean? Someone should make a movie about that.
Nice. Sounds like a nice gentleman.
It's like a nice guy.
I would like to get to know him.
And there's another person, right?
Yeah.
And this lady, she was like a lighter in the whole Soviet Union shit, and she posts like, she can post up to 20 videos a day on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're all really short videos, but it's just videos of her like rambling in Russian or just dancing and shit. And no one knows like what the fuck she's talking about. Like people are saying like, oh, I speak Russian. I don't know what the fuck she's saying. Like she just like rambles. And the guy that's her husband, claims that they both got taken because they were part of like a protest during the Soviet Union, and they both got taken, and they claimed that they had mental health problems or something. As they did a lot during the Soviet Union, apparently. Like, if you protested against the government or something, they would take you, and they would say, like, oh, this person has schizophrenia. And they would fucking, like, torture you and shit.
How fucking scary is that? Because when someone says that you're crazy, you do feel crazy.
But that's fucking South Korea. Still.
No, North Korea.
Or North Korea, yeah.
Come on, dude. Don't disrespect South Korea.
I forgot. I mean...
Hey, same.
Same. Different.
But basically, the husband claims that she got tortured and shit, and that's why her mind's, like, broken now. And she's actually crazy. Like, they gave her pills. Like, he said that the pills, that when they gave him pills, he spit them out. But she actually took them. And so now her mind's kind of gone.
I would give him acid, too, because that shit was busting back in those days.
Yeah. I wonder what those pills were. Like, they would just kind of make you drowsy and dumb, no? Like,
apparently, it kills your brain. Like, it makes you, like, lose brain cells or some shit.
Fuck, dude. That's like Nas times 10. You know what I mean? Like,
just...
Damn, bro. Nas is
damn,
fire.
that shit hitting.
Bro.
fuck, that shit snaps, you know?
And this is the last story I'm going to tell.
Yeah, I got one story after this one.
Yeah. This is the last one I'm going to tell because I've been talking for too long. This is like the Tristan podcast right now.
Yeah, it is.
This guy...
Tristan and friends. We're going to call
yeah,
this
exactly. Yeah. You just react to my content, yeah. This guy, he's a scientist, right? And he used to work for the government on, like, neuro shit. So, like, he would cut into animals' brains and stuff and, like, see how they react to, like, shocks or whatever. And he discovered that dolphin brains are, like, pretty big. They're comparable to the size of the human ones.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to find a way to do interspecies communication. Right? He wanted to be able to speak to a dolphin.
Because he said size, right?
Yeah, the size is pretty
same
there.
size,
And they speak to each other, dolphins.
Oh, yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, they can, like, identify ships or whatever and tell you to leave and talk to each other like that.
Yeah, they have the little sounds, right?
Yeah, so he said that he was wondering if they could, like, enhance that or, like, if they can make dolphins learn to speak English. And so he had a lady, and, like, he bought a house on the Virgin Islands, and he made it full of salt water. And a lady just lived with this dolphin for, like, 3 months or something like that. And she just spent every day trying to teach him English. And I heard the recordings of it. And dolphins sometimes can make the sounds, like they sound exactly like the words, or pretty close to the words.
It would make a sound like
yeah, like it would say like they'd tell them like, oh, Martha or whatever, and it would say like Martha, but like with like fucked up dolphin way, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy though.
And so like other words, when like they try to speak it, you couldn't actually make the sound, so it would go in the water and make its blowhole in a certain way, and to make the letter sound, and then come back up and finish the word. But the problem was the whole point, they wanted the dolphin to learn the word and also understand what it means, and then communicate back.
Yeah.
But it was just replicating the noise.
Okay. So
right?
It's like a fucking parrot.
It wasn't understanding what it means. It just replicating the noise. So this fucking dude, like that was like a whole situation, right? And this chick, because the dolphin was like a teenager or something, and so it got really horny. They started getting like into puberty.
God.
And so she would jerk the dolphin off to make him come or whatever, so they could just continue teaching the lessons. And people, when that got out, people were like, what the fuck is this shit?
Whoa, stepmom, what are you doing?
But so the scientist guy who was funding this shit, right? What he would do every day is there's like a basement underneath the house, and he would go into a sensory what the fuck is it called? Sensory
deprivation,
yeah. Tank. And he would sit in there. He would communicate with spirits, apparently. And they said that these spirits told him this was like the future of communication and all this stuff.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Sick.
And he also had he did drawings and shit about like he's like, well, we need to make dolphins. We're gonna have like an equal level, right? Equal footing. Humanity and dolphins. Yeah, exactly. And so there's pictures like of humans just talking, like a dolphin's next to them just talking to them in the water. Yeah. But this guy, he started taking LSD.
Okay.
He thought it opened his mind more. So he'd like take LSD, started doing acid, and all this shit. So basically all of his science already is credited. And you feel like this guy's just cracked out motherfucker. And he wrote like 8 books, and each one gets less and less like meaningful. It just sounds like rambling, because he just keeps doing drugs. Like,
Tight.
at one point, he just keeps injecting himself. Here with what? But like every hour, he just injects himself again with drugs.
Holy shit.
And
I wonder how those fucking those entries ended up progressing. I felt like it was real serious, and they got to a point where he was so fucking far out of his
Started
head.
speaking Dolphin.
Yeah, he just started speaking Dolphin himself and shit. Just click clack, whatever the fuck dolphins do. They do a little click sound.
Yeah.
yeah, and then he was saying that he met like the three spirits were like the world collective something, and they would tell him what how to save the planet basically. But he's like that wasn't the only power. There's powers above them. There's like the universe collective that controls the other ones below them. Whole power structure, of course, you know.
Interesting.
And basically, this whole research fell apart.
I wonder why.
the military at first were funding it. The Navy was because they wanted to train dolphins to tell them like about submarines or ships.
Oh, okay.
Or like to find mines for them and shit.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they could do some shit like that. Like a dog could find a fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
I think controlling a
Fight
dolphin. That'd just be so cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
You're just like, all right,
Black Ops.
get him, boy.
Hey, Dolly, go get
Imagine
him.
the new Black Ops game. Call in your dolphin.
Yeah, call in.
Dolphin ready.
Dolphin inbound. Like in they want to do that, but the scientist was like, oh no, dolphins, they need to be on equal footing with humanity. We're just trying to use them, you know, we're trying to abuse them.
Okay.
There always has to be a power structure of like one species dominates another. And that lady scientist that was helping him do the research of that like actually training the dolphin, as part of the research, he made her read Planet of the Apes. And I guess she agreed with him because she was saying that like her take on the book was why does there have to be a power? Like why does one species have to dominate another? Like why is there never like
Equal
communication or like peace? I guess. Yeah. And so that's what they're trying to get towards was that mutual relationship. But of course, people were saying like, why the fuck would you do this shit with a dolphin if you like if all it could do is talk back to you? Just use a fucking parrot. Like a parrot just sounds clear. Like just speak like a human.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just replicating the thing.
But
If you say penis, they say it back.
long story short, did not work out. They did not get the dolphins to talk back to them.
That's just what they want you to think.
Yeah, exactly. The government's like, we can't let us get out. People start talking dolphins everywhere.
For real, bro. Go to your local beach and talk to dolphin.
Well,
then
bro,
you'll find out.
Tell me about SeaWorld, man. They're talking to dolphins, clearly. How are you
You're
doing
talking about
tricks?
bitches being eaten by dolphins and
yeah.
whales.
No, it's just the whales. But aren't those whales dolphins? But bigger?
The organs?
Yeah, orcas are dolphins, apparently. They're like in the same family.
They're
They're not
black.
whales. They're not considered whales.
They're talking about that as well.
But they are considered whales.
As
They're not
well,
dolphins.
that the orcas like
Not
they
whales.
can identify harpoons on ships and avoid them,
Damn, fucking.
but that's all hearsay by sailors. There's no evidence on
Okay.
that. But
I'll take a sailor's word on that, you know?
yes, we still have to work on that. And also at one point, that scientist guy, he was giving LSD to the dolphins. 'Cause he thought it would like open their minds to communication.
Yeah, LSD does a lot.
God damn.
So he's injecting all these dolphins with LSD and shit.
Make some strong connections.
And so all the other scientists, they all like love animals and shit. And so they all like were like, look, you're giving fucking drugs to these animals for no reason. We're all leaving. And so I think he ended up killing like 3 dolphins. It's because like he just had them like in a fucking tub and they can't move and just injecting them with LSD. And he let the other ones go or whatever. His life just kind of crumbled.
Wait, you can inject LSD?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Apparently.
I mean, you can inject anything.
Yeah, but I mean, it does come in a liquid, huh?
Yeah.
Are you right?
I mean, everything's a liquid. You just fucking blend that shit up.
Yeah, I just see people take the tabs, and I just you know.
That's usually how it's done. But
Well,
even
it's
then,
like-
I thought he's like, here, dolphin, give me tongue.
but
And
even
he just kinda puts it
then,
in.
the tabs, the way they're made is they're dipped in the liquid.
Oh, okay.
And that's why, I don't know if you've ever heard, but when you buy shit like that, they talk about being double dipped, or watch out because this tab is double dipped, which means they
They
dip it
like
once.
they
That's
got a
scary.
lot on there. Yeah.
So it'll hit harder than just a single one or half one.
Yeah, fuck that.
But yeah,
Okay.
So his whole life kind of crumbled. This is kind of interesting because at one point he was called to a conference with like the greatest scientific minds in the world because they were trying to figure out like what can we do to try to find, because they thought that the whole thing of like speaking to dolphins would be a good stepping stone in the case there's aliens out there, so we could use that research to be like, okay, we'll take this and apply it to an alien and we'll try to bridge communication that way.
Yeah.
So they're talking to him about that. But they were like, all right, this guy actually just fucking crazy. He's just tweaked out of his mind.
How fucking far ago was this? Like 1800s?
It's like no, it's like the 70s, 60s, 70s.
Okay, I can see that 70s.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well,
Like, they barely discovered LSD.
didn't they discover that shit? Yeah, like 50s. I had to do a whole research on that. Research report on LSD.
Yeah, it was an interrogation tactic before they knew what it really did.
Well, the guy who fucking figured it out by accident. He just got it on his like skin or something like that. I don't know what he was.
He was
doing.
like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, and he went out for a bike and he was like,
Oh.
"Bro, this is like the sickest shit I've ever done in my life. I never biked this hard."
Like,
Yeah.
damn,
You know?
bro, that shit slap.
It's because he said he started seeing like so much colors, so many vibrant colors, and he's like, "Damn, bro, like it's euphoric." He said it was just euphoric, but it was some Swedish guy. Yeah, that's how he found out about LSD.
Yeah, it's funny because at one point people like they started saying because LSD came out, right, and people were just like, "Oh, this is fine." Yeah, it's kind of like when cocaine got invented.
Oh yeah, it was like legal, right?
Yeah,
was,
people were like, "Oh, cocaine just kind of like picks you up.
Yeah.
It's not like crazy
Bro,
thing."
you're just at the club, bro. You just you
Get some of that
vibe,
pixie
bro.
dust. It's all
Just,
good.
just hit the bathroom real quick. Do it.
Like Al
You're
Capone,
good.
he would take cocaine to wake himself up in the morning. It's like prescribed to him.
Yeah.
So he would just do coke every morning. So he's just all fucking coked out all the time.
What does coke make you do? It just makes you tweak a lot, like.
I mean, I'm sure you can take it all the time. Yeah.
It's like an
I think it's a
adrenaline
dopamine.
booster.
It raises your dopamine levels.
Does it? I
think
thought
so.
it's like an adrenaline booster. Like it just kind of like.
Well, that's why when you have a lot of dopamine,
sharpen your ears.
it's basically
your
like having
nose,
a lot
your
of
eyes.
adrenaline.
Okay. Your eyes are always popping out every fucking day. Like, what's going on?
So
Hey,
what happened?
what's going on? What's happening? What's going on?
Fucking just breathing really
Bro,
heavy.
you want
and
to
shit.
dance? Let's dance.
Exactly. So
But,
I mean, it's cool. Cocaine was cool, I guess. You know, I had to try it one day.
And I have more stories.
You
about
can
saving.
try it. A lot of people that didn't want to try it straight up through the nose smoked it in weed.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not
Oh,
trying to do
laced
crack.
fucking weed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They
what lace weed is? They
it
put
was a
cocaine in
special
it?
strand. What was it, chronic? I don't know. It was a special strand that it was just because a lot of people didn't want to sniff it. Smoking was way better, so they just laced weed with cocaine.
Well, then what's crack then? Crack is like cocaine, but like,
It's broken down like crack rock.
Yeah, that's like a pipe.
but that makes you feel different? Because people tweak hell.
I mean, it all has. I guess it all has different hits on how you
I'm
take
guessing
it.
there's
Like
different
with
mixes.
I'm
like
guessing
with
crack is
edibles and
stronger.
marijuana. Edibles and marijuana are technically the same thing, but
Because people function with
one
cocaine.
hits different than the other.
Yeah, but
Don't they make crack out of like
Crack rocks.
like cleaners or something, like homemade cleaners and shit?
Make crack. There's a bunch of ways to make it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's the
It just
reason.
depends on the purity.
I'm saying that's the reason it fucks people up so much because most people
Yeah.
aren't taking pure shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it depends on the purity. If you want
Most people are taking garbage shit where it
yeah,
fucks you
the
up.
garbage shit can be made with anything.
Yeah.
It's literally just all it is the liquid base. You're either gonna make something pure and use fucking fancy shit, pure shit, or you can just use home cleaner liquid that just replaces it as
And I
a
was trying to talk
substitute.
about like cocaine makes you up, crack makes you what? Like, what? What does it make you do?
Wait,
I
what
see
the-
people tweak
I
out
think-
hard with crack, right?
Didn't our like fucking
I don't think it
our,
makes you
didn't
up.
our friends say some shit about like
I think it's just
cocaine
like
like wakes like if he's like drunk or some shit,
Yeah,
like, he
cocaine
takes
wakes
coke,
you up.
If he takes
yeah,
coke,
because
it like
it
levels
boosts,
him out.
It
Yeah.
boosts your dopamine.
And that to
And
me
then-
just sounds funny as fuck. It's like, oh, you want to hit this coke? Like, no, it'll get rid of my fucking, you know.
Yeah,
I think crack just like fucking literally just like shuts down your nervous system. I guess
no, what crack like does something to you that
that's
coke
why I think it
doesn't.
just shuts down your nervous system, so your body just feels like
I had to try it myself.
numb. I guess.
I had to try it
I'll do it
myself.
myself. I'll let you guys
I'll
know.
Yeah.
do it myself. I'll figure it
I
out.
guess it just like numbs your body, so you feel like fucking not
Oh, maybe.
floating, but like
I'm a
I heard you
superhero.
feel like a fucking superhero. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
heroin's the same shit too.
yeah. I think that's all it does. Is it just literally fries your nervous system because it's fucking strong as hell, and it probably just makes you feel like.
Get this bitter shit off of me. You think he was on crack?
Yeah, yeah.
Get
But yeah.
this shit off me.
But yeah, I have more stories, but I'll save them for next
Another
time.
special time.
Yeah, another special time. I won't go as long next time
Well,
either.
we got some time. I'll make this one quick. So here's the story, dude. Yesterday, I went to go with my brother to go buy this new car, right? He's making some good money. That's cool, right? You always like to treat yourself. So my brother went out to go buy this new car. He was looking at a GLE 63S, right? So we asked this like white guy, like, hey man, can we like check out this one SUV? And it's funny because
You want an SUV?
yeah, he wants an SUV because this is weird, but So he has a lot of packages, right?
Just get a G-Wagon, dude.
Yeah, I was okay. But I was thinking like a Sprinter, but he wants to like move his packages back and forth, so he wants the SUV to put in the back.
Okay.
But I thought you could just get a Sprinter. Like I don't think you need $100,000 car, but fuck it.
No, yeah, just get a G-Wagon.
A Sprinter is more efficient.
Yeah, just get a G-Wagon.
Get a G-Wagon.
Yeah, Sprinter's more efficient and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Either way.
Then he has to drive around a fucking van.
Yeah, which is gay, right?
Yeah.
Fucking so yeah. So he goes around and gets this GLE, and so we go to this white guy, and like, yeah, bro, can you check out the GLE? He's like, oh yeah, for sure, I got you. So I tripped out a little bit right there because I expected like a white guy, you know what I mean, like a very nerdy kind of, you know, he just looked the part, looked professional, right? Okay. So things started to get a little bit weird. So he ends up giving us his car, and he's like talking to us and shit like that. And I don't know if it's because how he perceived us or whatever. But we're like young guys. We're in a Mercedes-Benz thing. My brother is about to ball out and buy a fucking, you know, GLE.
Yeah.
And so we get this SUV, and he starts off by saying some shit like, oh, yeah, like, what do you guys do? And you're like, oh, we just have like this e-commerce business. He's like, right. So we get the car. He shows it off. It's this cool, like, nice blue GLE, dope-ass car, right?
Yeah.
My brother goes in to, like, check out the speakers and shit, and I'm outside with the guy, and we're talking. He's like, oh yeah, this other guy right here, he likes to buy Lamborghinis and whatnot. He's always coming in and buying Lamborghinis because some guy bought a Lamborghini that day. Oh. And then I was just talking about the car. I was like, you know, I don't really like this about the car or whatever. I was just talking to him. And then I told him about the trunk. And he's like, oh yeah, the trunk is big as fuck. You know, you can fit all your weed right here and whatever you got to do, just any shit. You know what I mean? And I was like,
you can put your fucking like, packs of fucking coke in there, like whatever you need.
You know, wait, where was this at?
A body.
This is over here at Buena Park.
Okay, cause I was gonna say I kind of know where that comes from, cause ever since the weed business has been expanding, a lot of white kids have been getting into it, and not in the growing, but in the art of reselling. Yeah. Cause since it's become legal, there's no way again. It's not illegal anymore, basically. Yeah. So I know this because I have some family members who sell weed legally. Yeah. And yeah, all their customers are just white kids, just straight up white kids, either from LA or like from just around the city. Yeah. And he's like, my uncle's like, oh yeah, bro, it's just all white kids, like just literally all white kids
selling weed and shit.
Yeah, just buying. They buy it and then I guess they just resell it. But like at like name brand stores, like at fucking all these not pop-up shops, but all these shops you see that are like fucking designer shops and all this. Yeah. We got custom labeling for the weed.
And they got the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, so it's just a bunch of white kids. So I guess they're starting to get mixed in that community. And I guess they're getting the idea of like...
Oh, any white kid that comes in. Yeah. You know what I mean? But fucking, so, yeah, we're right there. When he told me that right there, I was like, nah, yeah, we don't need it for that. We didn't even put packages in there. Whatever, just boxes. He's like, oh, okay, that's cool. So then it started to get a little weirder when we told him, like, yeah, we want to get the car or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And he's talking to like both of me and my brother. He thinks I got money too for some reason. Yeah. So he's thinking I'm gonna buy the car too, whatever. So we're in the whole room trying to get the financing together. And as we're waiting for this whole financing shit, he sent like some papers over to the finance department. This fool starts fucking spilling to me about like how he used to be in the drug business, how he used to fucking move marijuana and shit up in Humboldt over here up north. That's like Murder Mountain or some shit like that. And she was just talking about like just flexing hard. Bro, it's so weird because the whole situation was professional as fuck. And here we come with this guy, white guy, out loud. He sees you. Fucking fuck whores. I used to do all coke and shit. I used to just sell all this weed and shit.
He sees you guys pull up and he's like, this is something I can relate to. Yeah. That's what I can really talk to.
Yeah, dude. A lot of white boys are getting mixed with that shit.
It's funny. It's like, I was like, oh, yeah. I was just like right there sitting down and shit. And this was just telling me like, yeah, dude, you want to see this one Colombian bitch I fucked? Let me show you. And this was just going through this phone like, let me just see this. Let me just show you this one Colombian bitch I fucked. Then be like, yeah, so I was here at my homie's camp or whatever. And like we were riding motorbikes up shit and whatever. And then like we would like fucking do a bunch of crazy shit like just snort coke. This fool said snort coke so fucking loud. There's like a family like right next to the like next desk. Yeah. I'm like, god damn, bro. Like, what's up with this fool? Like, why is he flexing so hard? And then like he goes ahead and shows me the girl. She's alright. I mean, she wasn't like anything, but she was some Colombian bitch. Okay, yeah. And then
that's where we got the coke from.
Yeah. That's what he. And then he takes a hit from a bong, right? He just showed me the video where he's taking a hit from the bong, and then he just gives it to the girl, and whatever. And I was like, oh, it's a cig, bro. And,
fucking gnarly, dude.
Fucking gnarly, dude. You went in and smashed that shit, huh? He's like, yeah, dude, I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was like fucking the shit out of her. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what's up with this dude? This is like saying the most like gnarliest shit. And then
like, man, you're so fucking cool.
Yeah, he said that he got out of the business because it wasn't sustainable and the life was just too crazy. He said he did it for like a couple of months.
Sounds like a pussy to me.
Well, no, another weird thing he said too. He's like, yeah, I call him my brother because he's a hitman, and I don't know what that means. Like, did he mean like I don't know if he meant actual hitman or like a hitman like he knows shit. I don't know. Like my brother said,
a hitman's usually
could mean
somebody
like
who's a shooter.
He's a shooter, right? He like knows like about like.
Usually, I don't think you would be serious because usually you'd be really careful with that.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck would you say that? But
yeah.
I mean, criminals are stupid.
I'm pretty
though.
sure he was. I'm pretty sure his brother just fucking probably roughed some people up.
That's the thing. Criminals are stupid, right?
They're
usually.
Not when it comes to Hitman, though.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm saying that his fucking brother, who just said like, "Oh, my brother's a hitman," is fucking stupid. He's just going around telling everybody he thinks he can relate to.
That's what I'm saying. He probably wasn't a hitman. He probably just roughed some people up.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably like a bruiser, I guess. Just fucking fuck people up if they didn't do shit.
Yeah, maybe.
But I highly doubt he would put his brother on blast like that.
Well, he said that he would call his brother and he asked him once. He's like, "Hey, dude, if I ever get caught up with this, what should I say?" He's like, "You don't say nothing and you just take the blow." And he's like, "Oh, fuck that." So
yeah, funny enough, that's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Besides snitching.
Yeah.
But
so
usually,
he's like, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna go to jail or whatever."
Yeah, if you're not gonna snitch, the easiest way is just don't say shit. And just take whatever they give you.
But the whole issue is like, I did not expect me to go into a Mercedes-Benz to hear this Whole Food talk about his like fucking career in like crime and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And how he got into sales.
I think it all started with the legalization of weed.
Maybe. I mean, this guy came in
that literally sparked white kids able to spend their money.
No, what he's talking about though, that mountain, that was before we were legalized.
Oh no! I'm saying white kids getting into Mexico. Like it's more popular now.
Yeah, but what he's talking about being a part of.
Yeah.
That was before that shit.
Oh no, I know. I'm not talking about him specifically.
Oh,
I'm saying in general.
It's
It's become easier now.
He was flexing real hard though.
Gotcha.
He talked shit about me too. He was like, "Oh no, he didn't like mean it," but he was like, "Yeah, dude, you know these cars are a lot different. You just gotta put your hand over the what is it called? The fucking
handle.
There you go.
Yeah,
and the car opens." And I was like, yeah, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, you don't gotta do that poor shit where you gotta get your fucking car out and like click on the button or whatever. And it's like with the little stupid Honda or whatever. It's like, that's funny, I drive a Honda. He's like, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah.
Stupid Honda or whatever, fucking bitch car.
Oh, shit. But yeah, it was a funny, interesting little encounter that I had in Mercedes-Benz. White guy just went crazy, dude.
I hope his boss will never hear about this.
Bro, he didn't give a fuck. He said that in front of like so many coworkers. Like, he literally said, I fucked a Colombian bitch. Like, he said it that way too, while I snorted coke and like haggled thousands of kilos of weed, so many times, bro. And we never asked him a question.
Yeah, what's happening a lot is
That's the funniest part.
A bunch of kids are getting their inheritance.
Yeah,
that's what my uncle loves.
Wait, what does that have to do with the fucking white guy?
Because they get money. That's how they get their money.
Inheritance from who?
Their parents or whatever, their family.
No, he said he was like dirt poor and like he just got into the business because like that reason, because he was poor.
And there's a lot of money in it now too.
Yeah.
Now that's legal and shit. So many shops are opening up.
That's funny though. Like I never asked him a question.
He's just really excited, yeah.
He was excited. We got his fucking.
He's like, bro, you see the spare tire, bro? You could put like ounces of coke in there and shit.
I can line that shit all the way up.
Bro, you see the ceiling?
I know a guy.
It's like, bro, the ceiling. If you just peel a little bit right here, bro, you can line it up with just fucking all the.
He was lucky the sketchiest salesperson. Lucky, it was funny.
Bro, this fucking door handle comes off, bro. It's not even real, bro. You thought it was real, nah, bro. It's just a shank.
Look, if you put some bags over that shit, the cops would never smell that shit.
It's funny because he sent us over to an elevator, and it was like a very like secluded elevator. And I'm like, shit, where we going, dude?
He's like,
so what you gonna do?
He's like, so you guys need your commerce, right? What the fuck do you really do? You know what I'm saying? Like, a bunch of guys go out the fuck out of the room. It's like, what's up?
They're fucking tied up behind the church. I told you, man, just online, Amazon. Fucking liar.
Yeah. Look it up, bro. Fucking look it up.
I heard that shit a million times, bitch. Now what do you really do?
Wait, did you really get the car after all or no?
No, so basically we ended up doing a bunch of financing papers for like 2 hours or whatever, an hour and a half. And
it just didn't work out.
Basically, yeah, it didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
It's because it's just how my brother files his taxes. It's very very weird.
So, is it because it's a home business and all that?
No, yeah, because there's an entity and then there's his personal finance.
Yeah, that's what my dad does.
When you're a sole proprietor, it gets a little tricky.
It's the same thing with my dad. Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. I think.
Hey, he could have done his car as a write-off.
Oh yeah, the point was to do it as a write-off. Yeah. But
Oh, that's why he didn't mind going big for it.
I think because he has one car under his name already, and so they're like, oh, they had an issue with that or some shit like that. But either way, real quick, Bobby Shmurda's out of prison. 2021 is gonna be a blast. So this is Project Dropout, dude.
Thanks for listening, guys. Give us a like, give us a follow. Put a comment down below. What do you guys think about fucking animals?
Muchas gracias.
Yeah, what do you think about fucking animals?
What's your favorite animal?
What do you think about shady sales people? And then what do you think about dolphins talking to fucking humans, man? Is that the new fucking?
Do you think that the lady jerking the dolphin off every day, like multiple times a day, is weird? Yeah. Let me know in the comments below.
Hold on, make sure to follow us on Twitter, dude. Project_Dropout, Anchor, Instagram, @Project_Dropout. You already know what it is. Peace out.
Hit the bell, fucking.
Hit the bell, subscribe, like it up. Just give us the likes.
Shit, if you didn't like it, then dislike it, dude. Let us know.
Let us know, dude.
Yeah.
We want engagement. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, peace out. Thanks.